Welcome to another Gentle Art Lifestyle rolling commentary. So here's my version of the roll with Josh, and boom, start out with the cartwheel because cartwheels are super fun. But whenever I'm passing guard, if I can, I like to start standing. And then he rolled over, so I went to take the back, and I'm trying to get some rotational control here. He looks like he's doing a good job staying heavy, not letting me get any sort of hooks, but I do have one underhook over here, so I'm trying to work a super hook, and I asked him if he wanted to learn what a twister was. And he said, not today, I don't want you to stay under my arm over there. So then I get up here and I get to a body triangle, I believe. Yes, I have an underhook on one side, really trying to stop his rotation in general, but he does a really good job here at popping his leg under my body triangle leg to bring his leg up and through. So, and then you see he starts shifting off to the side. I do have an underhook, but it's not really strong. And then he goes right into hawking, so his face is towards the floor. Real hard for me to get under his chin here. So, we're fighting this battle. I couldn't choke him with just my thumb, and he gets both his arms under my leg, and he's able to get up top, and I threaten like a Marcelo teen, but couldn't really get any good grip on his head here. So, not really heavy on his head, and he's able to get up to turtle, and I get like a double overhook, and I told him this is called super butterfly. I was over his head and head on overhooks, but didn't really go anywhere. The swoop didn't work, and I ended up still on my back here, but I caught his arm, and here I am attacking a burrata plata. So tough to see, but his arm is trapped in between my legs, and I'm trying to spin my hips out to make some Kimura type of pressure to finish this burrata plata. And there was my hand fishing to try to get under him on the side so I could rotate myself the other way. Couldn't find that space, so then I end up sitting here in butterfly, and he hops over my leg and starts attacking my back. So here he's trying to isolate my arm, and I do some grip fighting, and I'm trying to use my legs here to stop him from isolating me. And I really don't want his leg over my face, so I turn towards him, and we end up in side control here. And now I'm trying to keep a frame with my leg so he can't hop over wherever he wants, and trying to make some rotational movement. And then I try setting up like a reverse triangle type of grip here. And that doesn't really go anywhere. I keep my foot up by his head. Hard to see what's going on here. Oh, and I tried to go to donkey guard, and then he kept his arms tight, so we ended up pushing out of frame. But I did get up to top position because he didn't want me to go to donkey guard. Ha. So, yeah, here we are. I think we're fighting for some leg position here. And I'm trying to keep my top control. And then, yeah, I had like a knee slice, and I stepped back into a saddle here, and I try to control the opposite leg right away. So I'm trying to keep that tight, trying to keep the leg connection, and cross his feet so I can work on attacking his legs. And then he started escaping, clearing the knee line, so I went to outside Ashi and started attacking the foot here. So here I'm working on controlling his hips as much as I can, and I want to control his toes with my ear and try to go into like a Mikey lock scenario. So he's doing a really good job at putting his feet together and kicking me in the face, so I can't control his leg under my head. I grab the far side leg here to try to get some control back. Maybe I put his toes under my ear again here, but he's able to get his knee in between my legs, and his feet are together now. And I can't do like a double knee bar, so I go up and try to crab ride, take the back, but that doesn't work. And he ends up sitting and spinning, and then we end up back in guard here. So yeah, this was a bad place for me. If he wanted to, he probably would have just guillotined the shit out of me, but he was being nice in these roles. We are just really working on positions and getting information on what works, what doesn't work, what feels natural. So of course I do a headstand, because why wouldn't I do a headstand? But he's got an omoplata threatened here, and I'm trying to grab the inside of my thigh on this omoplata so I can get my posture back and stop him from keeping my face down. And then I switch my arm over the top and go for like a leg drag type position, but he ends up putting me back to the mat. So here I am, flattened out on my back, and he's got some good pressure here. And then here, I hooked my leg through his armpit here a little bit. And what I'm trying to do is I'm putting pressure with my left knee on his wrist and trying to feed that to my toes so I can do like a Kimura type pressure with my one leg. And once we're here, he feels that immediately and rolls over, so I can't push his wrist up towards his neck. And he doesn't like that. And I'm trying to stomp and try to create like a arm lock type scenario here, but I end up just keeping a tight crucifix, and he wants me to take the back, and I'm trying to figure out what I can do with this leg configuration on his arm. I have a Kimura grip and a crucifix. He ends up flipping his wrist out, so I end up going to seatbelt and trying to attack the turtle here. He tries to fat man roll me, and I shoot my hips back as far as I can, and right now I'm floating on him, just keeping my legs as a counterweight so he can't roll me over. And then we end up back in a similar position in turtle, and we're like, what was that? And I told him it was my Olympic diver position. So anyways, I try to get my legs back around him, trying to control the rotation here. I have one hook, and we're doing some grip fighting, and he ends up breaking the grip and getting to his side here. I'm trying to grab around the head, using the claw grip here to keep some pressure under his arm, keep my shoulder deep in there so I can either take the back or attack the arm triangle. And here I'm trying to isolate his arms with my legs. So we're doing a lot of grip fighting here. And I'm really just trying to get like a reverse triangle, but he does a really good job at staying heavy on my leg, so I can't get my leg around his shoulder and isolate his arms. And then he's able to roll up the top, and I've left my leg out for too long, so of course he scoops that up and starts attacking my ankle. And I'm trying to roll out of here. He pushed to my opposite leg right away, and then I stepped up, turned back into him, and now I'm in some turtle defense. So he's got that underhook, he's trying to roll me over, and I'm trying to stay heavy and base and get my hip to the floor so that he can't get around me. And then here we're attacking some other leg locks. And then I see his knee is open, and my leg is over the top already, so I try to come in for a calf slicer here. But he straightens his leg really well, and I'm not able to put any real pressure, so I pummel my legs back in and reset the butterfly here. He ends up on top. I'm trying to arm drag Russian arm tie here, and I elevate him a bit, but he ends up just going to his back, and we kind of settle into a neutral position, but he's in butterfly now. So now I'm trying to keep his heels to his butt. I've stepped up my left leg here, and I'm just inching my knee over his knee, and you'll see I immediately slide into half guard once I'm over the top of his knee. So now I can keep a little bit of half guard pressure, but he beat me with the underhook there, and I'm in a quarter guard scenario, and I'm like, fuck it, let's go for a rolling back fake. But my legs were completely disengaged here, and we're both sitting up trying to do that knee wedge type of back fake, and then he goes and grabs my leg, and I try to triangle a bit and attack his legs a bit, but my triangle actually prevents me from rolling out of this heel hook at all, and I end up tapping right there because he did have the heel hook, and I knew he was being nice, and I couldn't move out of it, so he ended up finishing that. And then we try to restart a roll here, and then the timer goes off right there, and not much else happens besides us admiring the pool of sweat that we made on the mat over at White Lotus at that one roll. So that was super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary and watching the roll. Thank you guys so much for being here, and we'll catch you later. Thanks.